Good morning, everyone. I guess I'm finally back. I know it's been a long time since I last uploaded a video to YouTube, but it's been a very hard couple of months with the whole remodeling of the house first, earlier last year, and then it was also my senior year of university, so I had to focus a lot on having good grades and writing a lot of essays and reading a lot in order to graduate. Now that finally happened. About 2 weeks ago, I finally graduated. For those of you who don't know, I majored in English literature, and translation. Having to be a student while at the same time working a full time job, it was very, very exhausting. I was having to commute from one side of town to the completely opposite side in like rush hour, and it was just crazy. So anyways, I want to talk to you more about my experience with graduation because I wanted this video to be more of a catch up process with all of you. The ceremony was on February 11th, and I graduated. It was one of the best moments in my life. However, and there's always a however in these kinds of things for people with disabilities, I guess. It was kind of overwhelming because the university once again did not take into account that I myself, someone with a disability, someone who uses a wheelchair to move around, they did not know that I was going to graduate, even though I sent them an email 2 weeks in advance letting them know that I was going to graduate and I was going to need some sort of adaptation or something, right? When they saw me arrive, they were very surprised that I had a disability and they did not know that I was graduating. They thought I was a guest from one of the people who were graduating. The ceremony was not very nice, let's say. They were calling names of all the people who were graduating, and when they got to my name, they said it, and no one went upstairs. They completely forgot my name. There was no access to the stage of the auditorium. So basically I was not able to go upstairs to get my degree and my diploma with the rest of the people. What they told me before the graduation started was that I was going to receive it downstairs, that the university authorities were going to go downstairs and give me my diploma. However, they forgot. So when they said my name, no one went upstairs. They were wondering, like, Alex Vasquez, and no one obviously came up. So I had to yell from where I was sitting. Me and my mom were like, here, it's here. And so then they understood and they went downstairs. That was not very ethical. That was not very respectful. And it was very disorganized. I didn't want to post about it, but I felt compelled to post something about it because I'm an activist for the community of people with disabilities in Costa Rica. So if I were to just not say anything about what happened that day, I would feel like it was wrong. So I decided to not post about it for that day because I didn't want that to be the highlight of my day. And the next day, I did post about what happened. And it's quite the first post that I make regarding accessibility that becomes sort of viral within local standards. And it got around 7,000 views and likes and whatever and shares. So it became very political to an extent because there were a lot of arguments from people who were on my side or on the university side, and that's something that I always try to avoid because I think there's no sides to this. I think we're all part of the university, and I'm very proud to have graduated on the best university there is in Costa Rica, but I also feel like I had the need to express my concerns regarding accessibility because I'm not the only student in that university that has a disability, and I also understand all the issues that my friends with disabilities have had in that university, and the issues that I've had before, because it doesn't come down to only what happened in that graduation day, but all the things that have happened during the 5 years of my major. It had a kind of a stressful impact in my life during those next 2 weeks, because I saw a lot of people having negative thoughts and arguments about me as a person with a disability, not having made a statement before but waiting until my graduation to do it, not suing the university. And there were a lot of things people were saying. All other people were saying that there were ramps and elevators in the university campus, and that's all there is for accessibility. When someone has a disability, they know that that's not real access. So yeah, I wanted to talk to you about something else before I go, because I have to go to the hospital in a couple of minutes. I have a treatment going on for my bones, and I'm going to talk to you about that later in this video. But I wanted to show you guys my room because I think it's very pretty now. Let me show you. This is my wall. I put all of the previous tickets and flight tickets of all the previous trips that I've made on my wall. Some symbols of what my goals are, like England, and things I like Harry Potter and Disney. A candle, which I found in Bath and Body Works, and now I'm addicted to it. And I got this recently. It's a map of the world, and it's rainbow colored. I just got back from hospital, and so I was getting my treatment done. I'm going to talk about that in a bit, but just wanted to say that I'm sorry if this is a lot of different topics in just one video, but I just really wanted to catch up with all of you. I'm in the backyard right now. This is like kind of my peaceful place to be since last year, because I used to not be able to come here without having someone help me get here in my wheelchair, but now I'm able to do it on my own. Since last year, we did some remodeling to the house, as I told you before, and now I can get out. There's a ramp that gets to the kitchen, and so that's great. It's also kind of a reminder of what happened last year during the first few months of 2019. We did this whole remodeling and we hired someone. It's a story that I don't really like talking about, but basically the guy who we hired left everything unfinished and left with our money, and he disappeared. I don't really like talking about that because we as a family had a lot of trouble with that. But anyway, yeah, that happened, and so for like a couple of months we had to find someone new who would do all of the things that he didn't finish. Then 2019 was also like quite a busy year for me. It was my senior year, as I said, so I focused a lot on studying, and it was very exhausting. It took a lot of my energy. By the end of the year, I was having to get from work at 4 p.m. and then travel to the opposite side of town in 1 hour to get to class. I would have to do that at least 3 times a week, sometimes more. Yeah, it was draining my energy so bad. Now I'm only working. I graduated 2 weeks ago, as I said, and it's becoming a lot better for my energy. However, about 3 weeks ago, I had a shoulder sprain. I spent like 2 days in bed. It opened my eyes to something that I was trying very hard not to see. And it is that I was ignoring exercise and physical therapy for a long time. And a doctor who saw my shoulder pain told me that if I was not going to exercise a bit more and invest some time in therapy, then in 10 years I was going to need help for like this most simple tasks, like transferring to bed or transferring to the bathroom, all of these things that right now I do very, very easily, I was going to need help in 10 years. I think that was the best way to call my attention to my own health. Even though I've been very, very much paying attention to my diabetes, I've not paid much attention to my other disability, which is my bone disease. For those of you who don't know, I have a bone disease called osteogenesis imperfecta. Today, which is actually leap day, it's February 29th, I was going to get a treatment for my bones. It's something that it's a medicine that you put in an IV. I had it here. I just have to spend like 30 minutes. It surprised me a lot because I had to get it in the chemotherapy room with all of the cancer patients. I saw so much strength, such a good vibe. At first, I was kind of sad looking at all of these different cases, but at the same time, I saw the energy that they had and all of the communication and friendship that was flowing in the room. I was left speechless, but in a good way. So this treatment for my bones, I have to get it once a year for 3 years. It's not as bad when you look at it that way, because I used to get one when I was a child, and now it's 6 hours for 3 days every 3 months. It was something. I know, I'm sorry. I've been talking a lot about so many different topics, and you guys might be bored by now, but I just really wanted to catch up with all of you. And this is my catch up video. So, yeah. Okay, guys, I'll see you in a bit. I'm going to go to a concert in a little bit this evening. So, yeah, I'll take you guys with me and show you a little bit more about my day, and we'll wrap it up, okay? Okay, guys, so I'm probably the worst vlogger ever, and I forgot to say goodbye. I got from the concert, and I was very busy for the remainder of the weekend, and I just forgot to film something and to say goodbye. So, bye everyone. I hope you like catching up with me. I really hope that the following videos are going to be a bit more fun and the topics are going to be just one at a time and not so many at a time. So anyways, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel. That'll really help me a lot to make more content and to keep motivated to keep posting more about the life of a person with a disability. See you guys.